No one saw it coming. After months of fear, worry, and heartbreak, a miracle is about to shake Heartland to its core. Borden, the man who vanished without a trace, is finally coming home. But will the family he left behind be ready for what his return brings? Love, pain, and hope collide in ways that will break every heart and mend them all at once. The sun rises slowly over Heartland Ranch, but today the fields feel emptier than ever. Horses graze quietly, their soft neighs echoing across the open land. Everything seems peaceful, but under that calm, the ranch carries a heavy weight. Amy is up before the dawn, moving between stalls with practiced care. She talks softly to the horses, brushing their coats and feeding them, but there's a shadow in her eyes that no one can miss. Every corner of Heartland reminds her of Ty, his laughter, his quiet strength, and the way he always seemed to know exactly what to do. Now, those memories are all she has, and some days, they feel like a cruel reminder of what was lost. Meanwhile, Lyndy sits quietly in the house, clutching a cup of tea she barely sips. The walls around her are filled with echoes of happier times. She looks at Ty's old things, his jacket hanging on the hook, the worn-out boots by the door, the photos on the shelf, and feels a pang of longing that she can't shake. She's tried to be strong, but strength feels fragile when someone you love disappears without a word. Every time the phone rings, every time a shadow crosses the field, she hopes it's Ty. But every time it's not, the heartache grows a little more. Life at Heartland has changed in ways no one could have predicted. Tasks that were once shared are now heavy burdens for Amy alone. The farm feels quieter, the laughter softer, and the nights unbearably long. Yet, in the silence, there's a strange kind of resilience. Amy and Lyndy carry on, holding on to hope like a fragile thread. Every chore completed, every decision made, every moment of laughter is a small victory against the ache of absence. Still, the emptiness lingers, stubborn and unyielding. The ranch is alive, but it's missing something. Someone. As the camera slowly pans across the rolling fields, the audience feels it too. The quiet tension, the sense that something is about to change. The wind rustles through the trees, carrying with it a promise, a whisper of hope that maybe, just maybe, this chapter of heartbreak is about to end. But before the miracle comes, there's the waiting, the aching, and the memories of what was lost. And in that waiting, the heart begins to long, not just for Ty's return, but for the chance to feel whole again. It happens quietly at first. A shadow moves across the horizon, just beyond the rolling fields. The wind shifts, carrying a familiar scent, a whisper of what's been missing. Amy pauses mid-step, her hands frozen on the stable gate, her heart tightening in a way she hasn't felt in months. Could it be? No, it's impossible. And yet, the figure grows closer, strong, familiar, real. Ty! He's back. Every step he takes toward the ranch sends shockwaves through the air, through the land, and through the hearts of those who have waited and worried for so long. Time seems to freeze for a moment. He's here, and the world has changed in an instant. The ranch, once heavy with silence, feels alive again. Horses lift their heads, sensing the presence of the men they've known, trusted, and loved. The wind seems to celebrate, rustling through the trees as if nature itself is welcoming him home. Amy's eyes fill with tears, her chest tight with a mixture of disbelief, relief, and joy. She wants to run, to collapse, to shout, but the moment feels almost sacred, too precious to waste on words. Every memory of pain melts slightly as hope, raw and unstoppable, rushes in to fill the empty spaces of her heart. Lyndy, watching from the doorway, feels the ground shift beneath her emotions. Shock, elation, fear that it's too good to be true. Her hands tremble as she realizes that the person who left a hole in their lives is here, walking back into their world as if the months of separation were a cruel dream. Ty's eyes meet theirs, and in that gaze, there's everything. Love, apology, understanding, and a promise that no matter what comes next, he is here to stay. The silence is broken not with words, but with the sound of hearts reconnecting, breaths catching, and the quiet acknowledgement that miracles do exist sometimes when you least expect them. This moment doesn't erase the pain, nor does it promise a life without challenges. But it changes everything. The ache of absence gives way to an overwhelming sense of possibility. Hearts that were broken begin to mend, one glance, one step, one gentle gesture at a time. The ranch, once heavy with longing, hums with renewed life. And as Ty's figure grows closer, the audience feels the same surge of hope and emotion, knowing that love has returned, but also sensing that this miracle is only the beginning. What follows will test the family, their bonds, and their hearts in ways they never imagined, but for now, this return is enough. Enough to remind them, and us, that even the deepest wounds can start to heal. Ty's boots crunch softly on the gravel as he steps closer to the ranch house. Each movement is measured, yet full of the familiar warmth that everyone has longed for. Amy's heart races, her hands trembling as the distance between them closes. Time feels suspended. Months of fear, longing, and unanswered questions melt into the air around them. There's no need for words yet. The reunion is spoken in the silent language of love, glances that say everything, breaths that catch in their throats, and the subtle quiver of hands reaching toward what was once lost. Lyndy hurries forward, the years of worry and tears caught in her throat. Her feet move almost on their own, driven by the undeniable pull of family, hope, and relief. When their eyes meet Ty's, the world seems to pause. For a moment, the ranch is not just land and horses, it's a living, breathing heart, beating stronger with his return. The subtle gestures, a hand on a shoulder, a hug that's held too long, a whispered sigh of relief speak louder than any dialogue. This is a reunion of souls, the kind that only comes when hearts have been tested by absence and pain. Yet, even as joy floods the air, shadows linger. The sky darkens subtly in the distance, a reminder that happiness rarely arrives without challenges. Ty's return, miraculous as it is, stirs old fears and unspoken worries. There are unanswered questions, secrets that time has not yet revealed, and obstacles waiting beyond the horizon. The ranch may feel whole again, but life has a way of testing even the strongest bonds. Every glance between Amy, Lyndy, and Ty carries both relief and the silent promise of trials ahead. Their hearts are mended, but fragile, aware that this reunion is the beginning of a new chapter, one where love and struggle will walk hand in hand. As the camera pans across the fields, the viewer senses both resolution and suspense. The animals stir, the wind dances through the trees, and the ranch hums with renewed energy. Yet beyond the horizon, clouds gather, symbolic of the challenges that are coming. The miracle of Ty's return is a spark, igniting hope, love, and family unity, but it also sets the stage for new drama, secrets, and tests that will push every heart to its limits. The audience is left with a powerful truth. Some reunions are only the start, and every joy carries the weight of what comes next. The air feels electric with emotion. Ty finally stands among the people who never stop waiting for him, and the ranch seems to breathe again. Amy moves closer, her steps hesitant at first, but each one carries the weight of months spent longing for this very moment. When their hands finally meet, it's as if the world outside disappears. The tension of absence, the ache of fear, and the loneliness of countless nights dissolve into a single, breathtaking instant. Ty's return doesn't just fill the physical space, it fills the spaces of the heart that had been hollow for so long. Lyndy joins the reunion, and the energy of the moment grows even more profound. Her laughter, shaky at first, blends with tears that fall freely, unrestrained. The emotions ripple outward like waves across the ranch. The horses stir, the wind shifts, and even the trees seem to lean in, as if sharing in this miracle. Each hug, each whispered word, and each glance is a reminder of the power of family, love, and resilience. The viewers feel it too, the raw, unfiltered relief that comes when someone who was lost finally comes home. Yet, even in this joy, there's a quiet understanding that the story is not over. Ty's return brings healing, but it also awakens questions left unspoken during his absence. Every look carries both gratitude and apprehension. The ranch feels alive again. Yes, but life is unpredictable. The children, the animals, and the Land itself will all play their part in the days to come, and the family knows that challenges will not wait long. But for now, this moment is theirs, a pause filled with laughter, tears, and a heart-soaring sense of reunion that words could never fully capture. This is more than a simple homecoming. It's the start of a new chapter. One where love proves stronger than fear, where hope triumphs over despair, and where even broken hearts can begin to mend. The audience witnesses not just a reunion, but a transformation, the quiet power of being together again after the storm. And as the camera lingers on this moment, the message is clear. Miracles happen, hearts heal, and even the deepest wounds can lead to a more beautiful beginning. The ranch is alive again, but the air is heavy with unspoken questions. Ty's miracle return has brought joy, laughter, and tears, but it has also awakened challenges that have been lying quietly beneath the surface. Amy watches him as he moves through the barn, her heart full, yet uneasy. Every smile hides the worry that the past months weren't the only trials they will face. Every step Ty takes across the fields reminds her that while love can heal, life is never simple at Heartland. The calm of today is only the start of a storm waiting just beyond the horizon. Lyndy feels it too, the tension that creeps into the edges of happiness. The ranch, though restored in spirit, carries reminders of what was lost, unfinished business, lingering fears, and the uncertainties that the future holds. Even the animals seem to sense the subtle shift. Horses snort, ears prick toward distant sounds, as if warning that life at Heartland will never be the same. The wind picks up, rustling through the trees and across the fields, echoing the message that challenges and surprises are on their way. This is a homecoming, yes, but one that will test the strength, trust, and love of the family in ways they cannot yet imagine. And yet, hope burns brighter than ever. Ty's presence is a beacon, reminding everyone that no matter how dark the days may get, miracles are possible, hearts can heal, and family can survive even the deepest trials. But the path ahead is uncertain. Shadows of tension, secrets, and challenges loom, promising that every heart will be tested, every bond challenged, and every choice weighed with care. The audience feels it too, the thrill of relief mixed with the tension of anticipation. What has returned may not only mend hearts but also uncover truths that could shake the ranch to its core. As the camera slowly pans across the ranch at dusk, the sun casting long shadows over the fields, the message is clear. Heartland has found its miracle, but the journey is far from over. Every heart is stronger now, yet every heart will face tests, surprises, and emotional storms in the episodes to come. The miracle of Ty's return marks both an ending and a beginning, a chance for love to flourish, but also a warning that nothing at Heartland remains simple for long. And for the audience, it's a promise. The drama has only just begun. The ranch is quiet now, bathed in the golden light of the setting sun. Ty stands near the fence, looking over the fields he's fought so hard to return to. The warmth of reunion still lingers in every glance, every smile, and every heartbeat of the family. Amy's hand rests gently on his arm, and Lyndy stands nearby, a soft smile and tear-filled eyes reflecting the depth of what has just happened. For the first time in months, the ranch feels whole again. The ache of absence has faded, replaced by a fragile but undeniable hope. Yet even in this moment of peace, the horizon tells another story. Dark clouds gather softly in the distance, a reminder that life at Heartland is never without its challenges. Ty's return is miraculous, yes, but it also signals the start of new trials. Secrets, misunderstandings, and unexpected obstacles wait just beyond view, ready to test the bonds of love and family. The audience senses it, the calm before the next storm, the promise that the journey is far from over, and the knowledge that every heart will be tested again. Still, the miracle remains undeniable. Hearts that were broken now beat in unison. Hope replaces despair, and laughter finds its way back into rooms that had been silent for too long. The family embraces the gift of togetherness, even knowing the road ahead will have its bumps. The ranch is not just a place, it's a living testament to resilience, love, and the power of never giving up on the ones you love. As the screen slowly fades to the horizon, the audience is left with a mixture of warmth and anticipation. The miracle of Ty's return has changed everything, but Heartland's story is far from finished. Every heart is ready for the love, pain, and adventure that lies ahead. And as viewers, we are reminded, some reunions are only the beginning, and every ending carries the spark of a new beginning.